Welcome to the nice sweet spot where the reviews are on target and tell it like it is, whether it hits the spot or misses the target. Now, before we get into today's review, make sure you click that target mark subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. A couple of months ago, I did a review on the Ororo Classic Heated Jacket that I got last year as a gift. I live on the East Coast of the United States, right outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and it can get really cold and it just goes through my bones, especially when I'm out walking my toy poodle dog Zach, who wants to stop and sniff at everything. This year I decided to treat myself to the Ororo 3-in-1 heated gloves and figured, why not do a review on them? So, are they really worth the investment? Let's get into what's sweet about these gloves. Let's start with the obvious. Just like the jacket, these gloves provide you with heat. Heat that you'll definitely need on those frigid days in winter. Now, today our low was 11 degrees Fahrenheit with a high of 22 degrees, and I just wanted to stay in the warm house, but I need to take my dog out on a walk throughout the day, so there's no staying in the house. Now, it comes with 3 settings, and these are just like the jacket, low, medium, and high. So you can adjust it accordingly by just pressing the button on the outside of the gloves, which, you can see that's really simple to do. Something else that's sweet is the gloves. They come with this really nice carrying case, and the chargers, they actually can be used in the United States and abroad. This one's for the United States, but you can actually flip it around for abroad. And since they're 3-in-1, you can wear just the liners. This is the liners. Or you can wear just the outer shell of the glove, or you can wear them both together. And a sweet feature is that these gloves here, the inner liners, they're waterproof. They have a water repellent membrane, and they also have this adjustable cuff to tighten up so you can keep the cold air out around your wrist, and they're touchscreen compatible, which is nice. Now the outer shell, you can clearly see they're much thicker, and you can wear them on top of the heated liners. These are perfect for if you're going out skiing or hiking on a cold day or snow, and they're also water resistant, and they have that 3M 3M thin slit insulation in there. I'm someone who suffers from Raynaud's syndrome. This is where your fingers are very sensitive to the cold, and you might get them feeling numb, and they lose color due to lack of blood supply going to your fingers because it's cold outside. And I found these gloves to be a godsend. I actually put together a video of me walking my dog without my gloves on to demonstrate what happens to my hands, and maybe this happens to your hands too. If I don't wear gloves, that's what happens. Even if I wear regular gloves, if I'm outdoor for a really long time, that happens. So the heated gloves, they help to protect my hands more. Unfortunately, my dog Zach, he doesn't always realize that it's so cold outside and he wants to go on never-ending walks. But for my heated gloves, they consistently protect my hands, which I really love. And I even used them when my daughter and we went to Six Flags Great Adventure for their outdoor Christmas event. I wore my Ororo jacket and I got to try out my gloves for the first time, and so this was actually in December. Let's get into some features that may leave you sour in the mouth with these gloves. The cost is just as much as the jacket, which is $199, and they currently have a sale on Amazon for $159.99, but I'm not sure how long that'll last. Could you find some heated gloves that are cheaper? Yeah, I'm sure you can. I've looked up some that are cheaper, but they're not like the 3-in-1. And if you have a job or a hobby or a reason to be outside in the cold regularly like me, heated gloves, they definitely are a good investment. I know they are because like I said, my hands, they lose all of the blood in them. Okay, so now some features that might leave a little tart taste in your mouth, just like the Ororo jacket. You can't use the heating feature like out of the box. You can't take them out of here and then just start using them. It takes about 8 hours to heat them up, and they come with a 7-volt rechargeable battery. And to get the full charge takes about 8 hours. And let me tell you a little bit about the battery life. You get a green light on the charger here when you plug it in to let you know. First it starts off red, then it's green to let you know it's fully charged, but there's really no way to see how much juice is left on the battery as you're using the gloves. With this in mind, it might leave you a little tart because you won't receive any type of notification that the battery's low or dead. You'll either need to pay attention and be mindful of how frequently you're wearing your gloves, or do a regular charge schedule if you wear them often, or you just find out the hard way when you're getting no heat on those cold days like today. And though the batteries, they seem like they are large, but they're not. They fit in really nicely within the glove. There's a compartment in here, and then you can just zip that right up. Now, I mentioned in the suite features that it has 3 settings, just like the jacket, but of course, the same with the jacket, these come at a cost. The higher the setting, the less time the battery will last. On the low setting, which is white, it's 8 hours. The medium setting, that's blue, and that's going to give you a 6-hour, and the high setting, that's red, and that's going to give you just 3 hours. And you might not ever really need to use the high setting, but I surely did today. And those days when I'm out walking Zach for a really long time, I need them. Speaking of settings, similar to a car, the gloves, they take a little bit of time to heat up. I'd say about 5 minutes or so. So this could leave you tart if you want and need some immediate heat. The light, it'll flash red after you hold it down for a few seconds to let you know it's heating up. And in this stage, I can feel a teensy bit of warmth, but it's not the same as the jacket, so it just feels like a regular glove. But once it's ready to that default setting with the white, then I can adjust it accordingly, like I said, by just pressing the button to the temperature that I want. Now, here comes something that may leave you a bit tart or potentially sour: the touch screen. I mainly use these more so than the thick ones, but the touch screen, it doesn't work as it should all the time. And I have to slide my hand out of the glove after I have the Velcro all on there really nice and tight. And that's kind of a nuisance. Also, if I forget to turn off the gloves upon leaving the house, entering the house, the next time I want to use my battery, it might be dead. Luckily, that hasn't happened to me yet, like it has with the jacket. Probably because as soon as I take the glove off, I can see the Ororo icon light on the glove, so I'm less likely to do that. Another tart feature that may not be a total deal breaker is that the glove, it only comes in black. Predominantly black, and the thick one, it has a little bit of gray in there too, but it doesn't matter to me. I prefer to have a black heated glove with my fingers not turning white due to it being cold. So there it is, the Ororo heated gloves. I can't leave you out in the cold. Here's a wrap review on why I'm sold.
Though I'm cool with the winter, when the cold starts to enter my bones down to my fingers, then the blood won't linger, make them feel like icicles. Need something that'll bring the warmth that you'll love. Ororo heated gloves, touchscreen capability, waterproof. You feeling me? With 3 settings, no cold getting in. Price a bit steep, but when you feel the heat, you'll be glad you got these on. Total warmth with these joints.
I hope my review was helpful for you, especially if you live in an area where it gets cold and it just goes through your bones and feels like your fingers are freezing off and you just need something to make it through those winter days. If you have a question or a comment about these gloves, or even you might have a review idea, drop it in the comments and I'll try my best to answer it. And I'll use that, of course, based on my knowledge and experience. That's all for now, and I'll see you next time at the nice sweet spot. Take care.